What's going on, everyone? So today we're just going to talk about Baby Doge. Yesterday we talked about how we had the new proposal, the DAO proposal, and right now it's going pretty good. So we're going to talk about where that's at right now, and we're going to talk about our prices and where I personally believe that the prices are going to go. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor; none of this is financial advice, but let's just go straight over this now. Baby Doge right now, 14.7%. We're doing extremely well. We're doing very good with Baby Doge. 14.7% is really good. We're at 8Z2234. So we had a pullback, but ever since then, we've recovered from that. We went to 8Z19 and we've recovered. Now we're back at 8Z22. So really good stuff right here. We're getting a lot of new holders coming in the Baby Doge. So if you're new to the Baby Doge Army, shout out to you. Welcome to the Baby Doge Army here. I'm Marsellis. I've been doing this for a while, but as you can see, 2 weeks ago, we had 1,806,219 holders. Now we have 1,820,806 holders. So we got in a total of 14,000 holders inside. Actually, that's 15,000 if you do the math. But yeah, we've gotten a whole of 15,000 holders inside of the last 2 weeks. Like that's pretty big. That's pretty big. Shout out to all the new holders. 14,000, 15,000 almost. But yeah, 14,000 holders in the last 2 weeks. That's really, really good. So shout out to all of your new holders there. Now, we also have a lot of money still flowing through Baby Doge. But remember the DAO proposal. This proposal is for 0% fees to buy Baby Doge on Baby Doge Swap on the BNB chain. Now, this is a really interesting thing. It says objective. This proposal seeks to introduce a 0% fee structure for buying Baby Dogecoin on the Baby Doge Swap platform operating on the Binance Smart Chain, with the goal of enhancing user experience after feedback from our community. Now, so far it looks like it's only going to be Baby Doge Swap and not Pancake Swap, but you should probably be using Baby Doge Swap anyway because you're swapping Baby Doge, so that's not even a problem. But I'll probably whenever this is actually implemented, I'll do some transactions on Pancake Swap to see if it is, and then I'll let you guys know to see if it's also on Pancake Swap or if it's just Baby Doge Swap. But it should be the whole Binance Smart Chain on chain transactions. It should be all of that, right? Now, implementation. The implementation of 0% fees will be available shortly after voting. Shortly. This is very good because this means that it's going to be very soon after we vote. And as you can see, 99.69% say yes, take it off. And then they say this concise proposal aims to align with the community's interest in making Baby Doge more accessible with 0% buy fees on chains. Now, they said this: sell and transfer fees will still apply, and this proposal lays the foundation and first step in evaluating 0% for them as well. This is the most important part right here. They say sell and transfer fees will still apply, and this proposal lays the foundation and first step in evaluating 0% for them as well. So what they're saying by this is if you're transferring Baby Doge to another wallet, you're still paying 10% fees. So if you're one of those people that went ahead and sent your Baby Doge to like a ledger, and for some reason you can't sell it on the ledger, but you should be able to swap it to some, like you should be able to connect it to MetaMask and then swap it to BNB on MetaMask or on your Trust wallet through MetaMask. You should be able to do that. But if you're going to send your Baby Doge, you're going to pay 10% fees after this is done. You're still going to pay. And if you want to sell, you're still going to pay 10% fees. So don't think when this comes in, you're just going to be able to sell and then there's no 10% fees. This is only for buying. So this is the first step, they said. And evaluating the 0% fees, this is the first step. So they're not just going to go right off the gate 0% all over. So you could see people buying a lot more Baby Doge possibly, but you're not going to see many people still selling it because of the 10% fees are still going to be there. People aren't going to be transferring or selling their Baby Doge. And another thing with this, if you also think about it, they said, like, look, they said 0% for, transferring and selling. If you look at the top whale says yes, 0% fees. They have 1.665 quadrillion Baby Doge, 1.6 quadrillion Baby Doge. That means this is only for purchasing. So even this wallet, they're not just doing this so they can sell and dump on you and lose 10%, or I mean, and gain 10%. So this is funny because someone in the comments said, well, after this, people are just going to dump because there's no more transaction fee. Wrong, because there's no more buying transaction. There's no more buying fees, but there are still transaction fees. And they also specifically say up here the proposal seeks to introduce a 0% fee structure for buying Baby Dogecoin on the Baby Doge Swap platform. So they were very, very specific. They said on the Baby Doge Swap platform operating on the Binance Smart Chain. So this is only going to be a 0% buy fee on Baby Doge Swap, right? And it's not going to be a 0% sell fee or a 0% transfer fee. The transfer fees and the sell fees are still going to be at 10%. And this right now is only applying to Baby Doge Swap. So the 0% buy fee will only be applying to Baby Doge Swap. So this is pretty interesting because, a lot of people, probably got this mixed up. So I just wanted to make this video so I can kind of clear things up here because, I made the other video, but, it wasn't clear exactly because I didn't necessarily explain everything that was going on down here. Like I just looked up here and I told you guys, look, this is happening, but it's probably only going to be on Baby Doge Swap. But I'm telling you now, this is not going to be for sell fees and transfer fees. So when this happens, because they said it's going to happen shortly after voting. So when this happens, don't just go ahead and try to sell all your Baby Doge because you're still going to lose 10%. And if you're going to buy some, it's saying Baby Doge Swap. So you're probably going to want to do it on Baby Doge Swap. All right. So just keep that in mind. All right. Now, we're doing good inside of all other areas with Baby Doge, doing extremely well, actually, getting lots of holders left and right. And if you look over here, 15.2% in the last 24 hours. Couldn't be any happier with that. That's very, very good. And as for prices, Baby Doge is at a critical resistance area at our Fibonacci level up here at 8Z2350. So it looks like it wants to pass this area, but we're just going to have to wait because, we're about to have this proposal thing going through. Remember, it's going to be finalized on the 8th. It's the 6th right now that I'm making this video at 10:17 p.m. But I'm telling you right now, we have a goal in hand here with Baby Doge. And right now, like with those 10% fees, like you can't just sell. Well, I mean, you can sell if you want. And like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but it's telling you you're going to be paying those 10% fees if you sell. So right now, Baby Doge is looking bullish because people are going to be buying more, but not selling as much because they don't want to lose 10% before they implement the next half of this proposal. This is the first half of the proposal, which is the buy fees. So we should see an increase in buying after the 8th. So this is kind of big. And I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at this. I'm like, I really wanted to get in on Baby Doge at 8Z1, right? I wanted to really do it at 8Z1. But at this point, I'm looking at this. I'm like, man, just going to have to drop some bands, man. Just going to have to do it. Just going to have to drop some racks on the Baby Doge. And look, it's all right because if we continue to go, it's all right. But like 100% to gain another 100%, Baby Doge would have to go to 8Z4. So, well, 8Z42 if you really want to be honest. So, let's just say 8Z44 because we're at 2137. So, in order for you to get 100% gains now in Baby Doge, you now have to wait until the price gets all the way up to this Fibonacci up here. And, that's a long ways up. That is a long ways up. 8Z4381. This Fibonacci all the way up here, you're now going to have to wait for Baby Doge to reach this specific Fibonacci retracement in order to get 100% gains. Now, I want to talk about resistance levels. So right now we are at a current resistance level 8Z2350, and then there's going to be little to no resistance going up to 8Z3200, right? Little to no resistance. Then we're going to have, the resistance at 8Z3200, right? Probably pull back and go sideways a little bit. Or we might just blow straight past that and go to 8Z3800, right? And then from there, if we don't pull back and go sideways, there's little to no resistance up to 8Z4300. So it's almost going to be like a straight shot upwards. So this is very interesting because if it is like that, that's like almost immediate 100% gains. And on the 8th, we're about to have this huge thing happening for Baby Doge. So I mean, this could be huge. I'm just saying right now, like I think this is we're definitely in a meme coin season. I'm seeing a lot of different coins are taking off. Bitcoin's back to being bullish. Ethereum back to being bullish. I still think that those like Bitcoin's still gonna pull back pretty big, but everything's back to their bull runs right now. So we're just waiting to see what exactly is gonna happen. Some meme coins have calmed down. Doge has calmed down. Shiba Inu has calmed down, but there's still a few other things here that have not necessarily calmed down. So Bonk has calmed down. I believe Pepe has too. Floki is kind of ramping up again. Let me see what Pepe, because I believe Pepe. Yeah, no, Pepe is still going up. So yeah, there's a lot of meme coins still increasing inside of price. So I think Baby Doge might be one of those meme coins that does that. And another thing, remember with BNB, when the price goes up like this with BNB, like 10.4%, when it goes back down, where do you think that money is going? Because remember, in order for people to swap money into Baby Doge, they have to first do it through BNB, and you just have to remember that, because BNB itself is the transfer medium to Baby Doge, between Baby Doge. So unless they're doing it on a decentralized exchange, then it's different. Or I mean, a centralized exchange, then it's different. But BNB being up 10% in the last 24 hours, like if it were to go back down, Baby Doge is going to benefit from that. And look at this straight rise inside of BNB's price, right? That is actually pretty nice looking at that. Now, Baby Doge kind of had a sharper rise upwards, but I think Baby Doge may just rise a little bit more. That's why I was waiting for the pullback. I really should have hopped in right here at 8Z19. But I didn't know what was about to happen. But now that we got this proposal, I'm like, okay, I'm probably about to get a good amount, but I'm gonna do it on a centralized exchange probably. But on also Mexi Global, link in the description. There's 0% fees already on Mexi Global for spot trading and for Baby Doge fees, because it's a centralized exchange. You don't pay the fees on the centralized exchange, so you can buy on Mexi Global. Check out the link in the description if you want to check that out, and you can buy it straight on there. But yeah, bro, this is pretty much all I got for you all today. I just wanted to make that known, what was happening with our current situation with the Baby Doge swap and with the 10% fees, because you don't want to just start selling and then you're paying those fees. So, it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you want these automated trading indicators, they're very good. Check out the link in the description for Chart Prime. One thing I will say right here with Chart Prime, what's going on, you can see how I always talk about this, how when it turns pink, that means that we're about to have a super bullish run. That happened right there. And then typically at the top of that pink area, we have the pullback until we bottom out at our momentum wave band. So that's why I'm kind of a little wary right now of what's going on, because the momentum wave band still hasn't moved up, which means the bottom support could still bring us down here closer to the Fibonacci. But one thing that I'm looking at is like, all right, we can invalidate all of this right now just purely based off of what's about to go on the 8th, because on the 8th, that's when they're going to have that proposal. And they said it's going to happen shortly after that. So if it's going to happen shortly after that, then you could probably bet on it going up. But like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. If you want the Chart Prime indicators, definitely check it out. Link in the description. And as always, I'll be back with another video.